Welcome to the World Wire Update. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon for more updates and thrilling short scenes. The Philippines is charting a bold new course in foreign policy, marked by a surge of defense agreements. The nation is strengthening ties with the United States, Canada, Australia, Japan, and France. This shift signals a move to build a resilient security network, ensuring the Philippines is not alone in facing regional challenges. The changing Indo-Pacific landscape, especially tensions with China, has prompted Manila to take a more proactive stance. By diversifying its security partners, the Philippines asserts its sovereignty and commitment to a rules-based order. These alliances are foundational, enabling more joint military exercises, intelligence sharing, and legal frameworks for foreign troops. This marks a decisive step away from past ambiguity, aiming to build a credible deterrent and a modern defense posture. The country is moving beyond reliance on a single ally, instead weaving a latticework of security relationships. This approach, known as minilateralism, brings together like-minded nations to address shared concerns. For the Philippines, it's a practical strategy, offering flexibility, strength in numbers, and a firmer stance on territorial rights. These partnerships foster a more stable regional environment and open a new chapter in Philippine diplomacy. The nation is now architecting a defense strategy built on cooperation and mutual support. This is the dawn of a new era for Philippine alliances. The main catalyst for the Philippines' strategic pivot is the escalating tension in the South China Sea. China's sweeping claims overlap with the Philippines' exclusive economic zone, despite a 2016 international ruling invalidating Beijing's stance. China rejects this decision, instead ramping up assertive actions, patrolling disputed waters, blocking Philippine vessels, and intimidating fishermen. Incidents like the August 2025 collision between Chinese and Philippine ships have heightened tensions. The Second Thomas Shoal, with Filipino Marines stationed on the BRP Sierra Madre, has become a flashpoint. Resupplying these troops is now a dangerous ordeal, often obstructed by Chinese forces. These are not isolated disputes. They're seen as direct challenges to Philippine sovereignty and international law. Defense Secretary Gilberto Teodoro Jr. calls this a trust deficit, as China's actions contradict its words. Diplomatic protests have proven ineffective, prompting Manila to seek a more robust strategy. Building up defense capabilities and demonstrating strong alliances are now central to the Philippines' response. The South China Sea is the stage where this new era of alliances is being tested. The stakes are nothing less than national sovereignty and regional stability. In response, the Philippines is formalizing and deepening its defense partnerships. A new status of visiting forces agreement with Canada will soon allow Canadian troops to train in the Philippines, boosting interoperability. Australia, already a key partner, is set to sign an even stronger defense pact, supporting joint drills and infrastructure upgrades. These moves elevate Australia to one of the Philippines' most important security allies after the US. Large-scale exercises like ALON 20,000, Noen Stout 25, involving thousands of troops from the Philippines, Australia, Canada, and the US, put these agreements into action. Japan is also joining the network, with a new defense agreement taking effect, and France is in active negotiations for similar cooperation. Each pact adds a layer to the Philippines' defensive shield, creating a coalition dedicated to a free and open Indo-Pacific. These are not isolated events, they're part of a coordinated, multi-pronged strategy. The focus is on building a credible deterrent and operational readiness. The Philippines is now at the center of a growing web of alliances. This is a new model for regional security. This foreign policy shift is driven by a team of determined leaders. Defense Secretary Gilberto Teodoro Jr. is the architect, emphasizing credible deterrence and the need for strong alliances. He's joined by international partners like Australia's Richard Marles and Canada's David McGuinty, who share a vision of collective security. Their joint statements send a unified message of solidarity and resolve. On the ground, General Romeo Bronner Jr. ensures these agreements translate into real military readiness through joint exercises. The leadership's goal is clear: move the Philippines from vulnerability to strength. They seek not confrontation, but integrated deterrence, using diplomatic, economic, and military tools in concert with allies. The synchronized efforts of these leaders show that unity and proactive cooperation are the best tools for peace. This is the vision guiding the Philippines' new defense posture. The timing of this strategic shift is driven by necessity and urgency. Previous efforts to balance ties with the US and China failed to ease South China Sea tensions. Instead, China's assertiveness grew. Persistent harassment of Filipino fishermen and blocked resupply missions forced a fundamental reassessment. The global context is now more favorable, with democracies rallying to uphold a rules-based order in the Indo-Pacific. The Philippines recognizes it cannot stand alone. Its military is modernizing but still lacks the capacity to deter a larger neighbor. New alliances provide advanced training, technology, and intelligence, bridging the capability gap. The 2016 arbitral victory gives Manila diplomatic leverage, framing its actions as defense of international law. These partnerships operationalize that legal win, turning it into real-world security. The urgency is clear. Now is the moment to build a coalition for peace and deterrence. The Philippines is seizing this window of opportunity. These alliances are transforming Philippine security and the economy. Joint exercises with advanced militaries enhance the skills and readiness of Filipino forces, building a stronger deterrent. The message is clear: aggression against the Philippines risks a response from its powerful allies. A secure maritime environment is vital for the economy, protecting fishermen, trade routes, and attracting foreign investment. Stronger ties with the US, Japan, Australia, and Canada can boost economic cooperation and growth. However, deepening security ties with the West risks provoking China, a major trading partner. The government must balance deterrence with diplomacy to avoid economic fallout. The goal is peace through strength, discouraging conflict by demonstrating collective resolve. Success will be measured not by battles, but by conflicts avoided. The aim is a stable region where disputes are settled by law, not force. These alliances are about securing a peaceful, prosperous future for the Philippines and the Indo-Pacific. The strategy is ambitious, but the stakes demand nothing less. Peace, security, and economic growth are all on the line. As the Philippines forges new alliances, its people feel both hope and anxiety. Many are proud of the government's firm stance, seeing it as a long-overdue defense of sovereignty. Images of Philippine vessels standing up to China inspire patriotism and reassurance. Yet there's apprehension about being caught between major powers and the risk of economic or military escalation. The memory of past conflicts lingers, fueling a strong desire for peace. The public supports defending national rights, but expects leaders to act with wisdom and restraint. The alliance-building strategy is just beginning. More joint exercises, modernization, and diplomatic advocacy are on the horizon. The challenge is to sustain momentum amid political and external pressures. The future depends on unity and credible deterrence to prevent further aggression. For the Philippines, this is a defining moment. Choices made now will shape its security and identity for decades. The nation stands at a crossroads, striving for resilience and peace in a changing world.